You cannot understand someone without working with them or meeting them or creating that dialogue. If we would like us to work together, we do it together. Decision making, the planning, the implementation, give and take. I've been in the field with disabilities for coming to 18 years or so. I have a passion for people with disabilities, but specifically intellectual, because I have a cousin, 2 cousins actually, who has cerebral palsy, another one has Down syndrome. And when I went for my master's in the UK, I had an opportunity to work with people with intellectual disabilities, and that's where my passion grew to date. So I looked at what was being done in the UK, and I was like, how can I mirror to see what I can be able to do back home when I return? Being in a city, Kampala, where head office is, people in the slums are really left out. And they are one of the groups that has the high levels of people living with disabilities. When you look at people with intellectual disabilities, I mean, they are still not really understood or recognized because many times they need support. So I took on the mantle. Yes, we are still small, working with the volunteers, but I'm hoping that we shall be able to continue to touch lives. We do a lot of raising awareness to the communities. We work with visiting the families. We do a lot of referrals to the professionals, those who may need rehabilitation or habilitation, then involving them in the community activities. You can have like reading galas, sports, music, dance, and drama. Our biggest challenge is discrimination and stigma. We take time to sensitize the communities for them to understand that this child is not a curse, that family is not a curse. We have committees from the grassroots that involve the parents, that involve community leaders who are like the elderly, cultural leaders, religious leaders, people in the local government, whom we bring on board at the community level, including people with intellectual disabilities. We have that representation. I'm thankful that I have volunteers that can really be able to come and reach some of these places here because, building trust in community is very difficult for a new face. But when working with the community leaders, it's able to give us room for us to be able to reach them. SAID is a member to the Movement for Community-Led Development. We have a Ugandan chapter, and through this network, we're able to create partnerships and collaborations for resource mobilization, for learning. Being part of a space where you're able to share your work, what you intend to do is really key, because there may be someone who will be able to share some information with you that can be of benefit. One thing that I would recommend is for anyone who wants to work with communities is you need to be able to listen to the communities. You need to be able to have dialogue. You need to be able to make that space for them to know who they are, understand them, and then also be able to give feedback for whichever communication that you have with them. There you'll be able to build trust with them, and they know that your intentions are just. And then you also need to be very patient and persistent.